population, of telling the indigenous populations in Nigeria what is actually happening. Instead of them to tell the truth, they are there chasing shadows. They are more concerned about the Biafran agitation. They forgot what is happening at their backyard. Every now and then, people are killed, assassinated, villages are ravaged, indigenous population are displaced, women and children are killed, and nobody is talking about it. The journalists are not talking about it. They are not carrying out investigations to actually know what is happening, why such things are happening in such states, in such villages. None of them are carrying out investigation. They are all busy talking about Biafra. They are all busy talking about Simon Ekpa. Why is this so? Because the government that is bankrolling them have already told them what to do, have already told them where to focus. And that is why they are chasing shadows about Biafran liberation. Of all the problems that Nigeria has, of all the problems that have bedeviled Nigeria at this particular time, including their economic strangulation, the economic hardship, they are only focused on the 15,000 soldiers that the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, promised the Israelis. That is the only problem they have. And they are talking about it. They are discussing it. It becomes their headache. And they are calling our Prime Minister all sorts of names. Saying, oh, does he have the wherewithal? Does he have the capacity? Where are the soldiers? Where are the soldiers going to come out from? From Finland and all the rest of it. This is, in a sense, society. The journalists in Nigeria should tell the population the continued killings, the continued death, the jihad that is happening in Nigeria today. The journalists, if we were to be in America or in developed world, the journalists have the sole responsibility of telling the people the truth of what is happening. But in Nigeria, it is far from that. They are only focused on Biafra agitation. And to them, that is the problem they have. But unfortunately, for them, we are not dismayed. We are not deterred by what they are saying, by their propaganda against us. We are only focused, just like our minister said, on the rising sun. And there is nothing that will stop us from getting to our destination come 2nd of December, this 2024. So we welcome you once again, fellow Biafrans, as we talk on this topic. Thank you so much. I yield my mic to co-host Kama Israel. Thank you, Kama, for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Can you hear me very well, please?
Loud and clear, loud and clear.
All right, then. Thank you, Minister Aparawa. Thank you, David. Thank you, all the ministers in the house and everyone always coming to preach the gospel. I greet all of you. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless you and guide you and protect you and give you your heart desire. We are here again to preach the gospel, and the minister has said everything, explained everything. We are here because we know that this is our time, and nothing anybody can do about it. Our word is our word. Our word is yes, and there is no taking it back. When our Prime Minister speaks, he speaks on behalf of the Biafrans. We are children of Chukwu Kiabiama, the same as Israel. And we have decided to offer help to our brothers because of the enemies that are coming against them. Our Prime Minister proclaimed 15K soldiers to IDF is a welcome development. And we know that we are capable. We are capable. We cannot look away like other countries when our brothers have been persecuted by the terrorist Arab worlds. We must help. We must do what we can do to protect our brothers. They have done this before, trying to eliminate us from all over the world. They did it in Poland. They eliminated as many Jews as they could at that time. They did it in Biafra land in 1967. Prior to that, there was a lot of killings all over the north. Before the war, they killed as many as they could. And today, the same threat is still imminent because we understand these people. When they say something, they will do it. So we cannot take that their threat for granted. And the intel that has been given by our Prime Minister, the Israel in Nigeria should not take it for granted. It's real. These people are ready to kill everybody in order for them to establish their Islamic caliphate in Nigeria, all over the world. And we're not going to allow them. We're not going to give them any chance at all. I know a lot of one Nigerians are saying one thing or the other, trying to mock us using their media. But obviously they came late. We are on the top gear. We are winning them from every side. We have exposed them to later. They can't even say much. You know, they are afraid of themselves now because they are not safe in their own studios. So they are scared to the bone marrow. That's why they are afraid of analyzing PM and what PM was saying. And they were just laughing, joking about it and all that. But they will see. It will soon happen. It will not be long. They will see. Just like Prime Minister always promised some of them. He said, you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. It will be a difficult for them, very difficult for them if they dare stay in Biafra land when that proclamation will be made. Ndeba is na anaga n'ubi, ubi anaka. We are not far. We are not far from our victory. And we will continue to push. We will continue to preach the gospel. We will continue to do everything that is required of us to make sure that our pursuit for freedom, is achieved. We're not here to beg anybody. We're not here to please anybody. We're not here to make them feel good about us because we know where we're going. Just like the minister said, the blueprint is already there. The roadmap is already there. Everything that is required for us to get what we want are already there. We have a government, we have army, we have a lot of departments going on. Our e-referendum is going on. We have Biafra coin. We have our database. And what else? And so many other things are coming. We have our satellite, TV, radio, you know, and so on and so forth. What else do they want? I remember before they used to mock us, said, if you get Biafra, how are you going to run Biafra? What do you have? Do you have structure? But today, we have all that. That is why they don't know what they're saying. They cannot stand, you know, firmly to mock us any longer, because we are winning them from every angle. All I urge us is continue to do the needful. Always funding this government, funding our army, making sure that we give our maximum support. These people don't have soldiers any longer. And I keep saying it, I've analyzed so many of their videos, their meetings, their public outings. They don't have armies anymore. They don't have soldiers anymore. They just use all these armadries in the north, put them army clothes, and put them behind wherever they are gathering, for people to think that they still have, you know, so many number of soldiers. They don't have anymore. They are just living in denial. And I know that we are winning them from every angle. It's me and you that have to continue to push until we get to where we are going. We are winning them. There is nothing they can do. One Nigerians, majority of them, they don't even know what to do anymore. They don't even know what to say anymore. But like I said before, nothing can stop us from getting Biafra. And that is why we are always here. I thank everybody in the media team, because we cannot overemphasize the importance of media in our own era. Everyone coming out every day, every time to preach this gospel. I thank you, because you're doing a wonderful job. This is exactly what our able soldiers lacked in 1967. But today, we have filled the gap. That's why they are planning on how to educate the Eastern journalists on how to write. You can imagine. Thank you so much, our minister. I hang up here as we continue. Mazi David is not here anymore. Okay. Our able minister.
Mike.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Our able minister, Mazi Success, you can take up the mic and address us as you normally do whenever you come on board. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. Good afternoon, Honorable Minister of the Information and Communication. Hope I'm coming up loud and clear.
Very clear, very clear.
All right. I will say good afternoon, everyone, and you're welcome to this very space this afternoon, morning or night, depending on wherever you are spacing from. It is for the collective interest of the Biafran people, and it is also our duty to make sure we bring EU informations and guidelines back to back. And you know the happenings in Biafra and wherever else it is happening. Yes, in today's world, the Biafran Defense Force, which comprise of the Biafran Air Force, the Biafran Navy, the Biafran Liberation Army, and in general, quotes, the resistance fighters, they are doing a very nice job. And I also thank our soldiers and officers for everything they are doing. Now they are no longer the one coming; we are now the people going for them, and they keep on running. Though some of our activities are shared on um, social media because of the sensitive nature of the operations. But I tell you, every night they don't sleep in their base. You can see them in the morning, afternoon. When once night is falling, all of them will go and look for a hotel or anywhere to check in. Pending when the money, when the daylight sun is seen, before you see them wearing their uniform to come out. So we are at the verge of winning this war, and that's what prompted our prime minister with the hope and everything that he is seeing to wide into the Israeli issue. As you can see, people will say Israel is a very technological country, and they have the most powerful air force, and their technology is phenomenal. Yes, of course. But there is one thing that you need to understand, that God positioned Israel in where they call the Middle East, which has the highest threat of human existence. You look at the countries in the Middle East. Top on the list: Iran, Egypt, Lebanon, Yemen. All those countries you find there. They are not they are not your friends. These are the breeding points of terrorists. And God positioned Israel there to make sure He dislodged them or maybe scatter their plans whenever they make the plans. And you watch us in our own location where we are. You found out that the caliphate are more and are more of, I mean, can I say, they are more die-hard terrorists than that of the Middle East. So you can see we have a lot of wars to fight. We have everything in common with Israel, and we can share intelligence. We can share fire powers and everything possible, especially where they lack its populations. Where they lack populations in ground force, we will deliver to their doorstep. We are not helping Israel. Israel is our land, and here is their land as well. They are not helping us, and we're not helping them. So we are trying, fighting to save the people of God from being destroyed. So our men are doing greatly in terms of their duty posts and whatever else they may be involved in doing. So they are doing well. And you see, Nigeria is afraid of mentioning the name Biafran Liberation Army because it is one of the most dangerous forces they have ever encountered. Within a short possible period of time, we trained an inevitable force, undefeatable force that no power in Africa can defeat in large numbers. In large numbers. So, if Israel needs people, as our Prime Minister rightly said, we will deliver to them. And it's not us making, and that's why you see they are not making it. They are not taking. You forget that you see them laughing at their studio. They are taking it very, very serious because they saw what happened during the February war, or the war that started in February, and how it ended, and how they cannot go to our base anymore and do anything. Let me shock you. You saw the one that happened in the Ebonyi State last week, where you saw them, where you saw those sound of gun coming, where they're shooting those guns, were the same place that these idiots say their ESN. They were, and they posted their camp few weeks ago, and they recovered 3 cars and the 1 AK-47 or something. It is the same place that our men went, and they thought it was a joke as usual. And when they come, they met what they never know before. And today they are scared of going back there. Very, very scared of going back. So our men are doing great job, and all you own them is prayer. Make sure you pray for them, for sustenance and for grace. So they are not laughing at the Prime Minister. They are taking him very, very, very serious because they know he's a man of his word. When he proclaims, he do. And that's what has been sustaining us. So God bless our Prime Minister, protect our dear nation, Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, our able brother Success. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for giving us this update. You know that our PLA are doing the wonderful job. But it's always good when we hear from the horse's mouth, telling us about the wonderful job that our army is doing and how strong and formidable they are. We thank you so much for coming around. We need at least a few words sometime, to keep us going. Very, very important. Thank you so much. Mazi Anakonam, you can go ahead and speak because there
Please,
are other
come on.
hands up.
Before Anakolam, please, a mouthpiece of the gods is here, please. At least our female, please.
Okay.
Mouthpiece,
okay.
please.
Okay.
Unmute yourself and speak.
Mouthpiece.
Maza Anakolam, I beg, please.
No problem, no problem.
Thank you, Mazi Anakonam, for allowing me to speak. And our host, Mr. Mazi Akbarawa, Nana, Kama is real. I greet you all, the hosts and the co-hosts, and I greet our wonderful brother, Success, for coming on board to come and update us on what our armies are doing. Thank you, Manem. I always pray for you and our Biafra angels. Thank you so much. And I greet each and every one of you ministers here, Mr. Snow. I don't know. Please, if I don't call you, please, I don't want to take much of the time because there are a lot of people are waiting to speak. Please, I stand on all the protocols, please. Thank you. Go 247, every one of you. I thank you. I just wanted to take this opportunity because I'm being kicked out. All of us who are in the media doing the needful, they always attack us. So let me speak before they kick me out again. So we know quite well that our armies are doing well. Our prime minister, when he says yes, that is what it is. He stands on what he says, because when you are standing on the truth, the gods are with you always. When he promised the Israelis that he's going to give them 15 soldiers from Biafra angels, then the Nigeria Zoological Republic knew that he meant it. Even when the media were saying, where will he get the 15,000 soldiers to give to Israel? They knew. Even their body language tells you the truth, that they know the truth already. They were saying, where will he bring it from Finland? But they know he is more in Biafra land than even in Finland. His power, speaks volumes in Biafra land. So whatever they're saying, if their army is going to train them in the southeast to maybe come and spread the propaganda they usually do, it's not gonna fly with Biafrans, because we already know what is going on, and they know we are going home. our prime minister and the government, our BG government is taking us home. So whatever they are saying is just propaganda. So we have to keep on standing. The media, oh my goodness, I have never seen this kind of media in any country. You see Biafra government media team, oh my goodness, I doff my cap for you all. You are doing the needful and you keep doing it, because the way the Biafra angels, our foot soldiers, are dealing with these, our enemies, that's the same way our media team are doing the needful, because we never got this. If our parents and our grandparents got this, had a good media, they wouldn't have defeated. By now, Biafra would have been here. We wouldn't be talking about Biafra restoration. So, my wonderful people, you are fearless and unshakable in your resolve for this Biafra freedom. We mean business to exit Nigeria, and I stand with you every day, whether they kick me in or kick me out. Always know that I'm with you in spirit. If I don't come, just know that I'm not allowed to come in, because when I come in, they kick me out, I come back again. So please keep standing tall. You, the media, you are doing the needful. And I'm sure the Prime Minister, as he said the other time, he is very, very proud of the media team. Thank you, guys, and keep doing the needful. Israel is our brothers, and we will support them. We are not supporting them because we want to gain anything from them. We are brothers, and nobody can stop us from coming to the aid of our brothers. Thank you. I yield the mic. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, our able sister, the lioness herself, mouthpiece of God, for always coming to give us that your wonderful, wonderful message. We appreciate you. Thank you. Before I go to Akonam, please, because there are more hands up, we keep it like five minutes, then we go around and the others can just come back again and speak. Maz Akonam, you can go ahead and speak. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon from here, dear friends and ministers, all the ministers. Our information minister, please, our information minister and David Nana Kama Israel, aka Nkong the number, salute you, and Amuche, who go 247, Mr. Snow, and Frank, and all the great Biafrans here in this very platform. I salute you all. In fact, I only want to, I don't know how to show appreciation or the type of joy that I'm having. Sometimes I feel like speaking out, the type of joy that I'm having on you people, Biafran media warrior and Biafran cabinet. You see, when the foundation of house is very solid and strong, you can, whatever you want to build, you will build and it will stand. So, and it's very special way, our prime minister, I don't know how to, now God go greet him. I thank him for the very work he gave Nigerian government and all their agents by promising our brother Israel 15,000. You know, it's a very great work that is giving them. Meanwhile, he is in the other side, you know, doing different thing altogether, and they are there interpreting and you know, discussing about it. Meanwhile, he has finished what he's doing and is in another place doing something else. So, which we will hear very soon. So, 100% support And you see, this is what happened during Jesus' time. That is why the Bible says the apostles, they are one, they love themselves, doing one, sharing something to each other. This is what I am seeing in Biafran cabinet and the media warrior. And where there is love, where there is peace and harmony, it's things move, you know, mountain move. You see, that is exactly what is happening in Biafran Republic government in exile and the de facto government, because there is love. Nobody is fighting each other. That is why I like one of our ministers here who said, no matter what happened, you don't see Israeli media warrior fighting themselves physically. You know, people are seeing it, or other countries except Nigeria. So it's a very good statement and very good idea. You see, whatever happened, try to discuss it within yourself and make sure it's not go out of hand. So I love that love. Let it continue. And with this love, Biafra will come this year. Because the Bible says, where 2 or 3 are gathered, and with love, and ask whatever, I will grant it to them. Because of this love, God have given us Biafra this year. Because he have selected the shaft from the wheat. Have you seen it? So, and the selection of shaft and wheat, in fact, everything is exposed. I'm telling you the truth. So, I am very, very happy. And nothing will stop Biafra this year, 2nd December, because we have suffered a lot. So thank you very much, and may God bless all of you, and God strengthen you as we are heading to our country, Biafra. Thank you. And also our leader, who is on ground, who is leading from the front, just as he said. So may Elohim bless him and protect him, so that he will also see that Biafra and raise our flag and enjoy with us. He said.
Thank you so much. Our brother Mazi Aniakonam. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for always coming around to preach the gospel. You have said it, and the way you said it is the way it is. Love is powerful than any other thing. Where you have love, you have peace. And that is the slogan. We are people that love ourselves, we love our own, and will continue to love our own. It's going to be Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Thank you. My co-host, do you have something to say before I go ahead?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kama Israel. Mazi and Akolam, thank you so much for that wonderful submission. I just want to use this opportunity to remind Biafrans, especially those of them in their homeland and some in diaspora, because in most of the spaces we have been having recently, there are some questions that come up, and we have our ministers in the spaces to address them. So in case anybody has question to ask in relation to the Bitcoin or the donations, any question at all, because our Prime Minister will not always come on space to answer questions. If you have any question that you feel is necessary for our Prime Minister to answer, but you don't know when he will be on space, you can as well ask it on these spaces, so that the ministers are here who can respond to such questions. So that's just what I want to remind each and every one of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mazi David. Thank you so much. Mazi Chidera, you can unmute yourself and talk to our people. Keep it 5 minutes so that others will speak. And when it goes around, we'll come back to you again. And if you need to speak, please, you can raise up your hand so that we know that you really want to speak. Thank you. Mazi Chidera, you can go ahead.
All right. Thank you, my dear brother, Kama Israel. Thank you, my Minister of Information, Mazi Soni Akparawa. Thank you, the co-host, David Nana. The host of Biafrans here, the ministers, Minister Otun Wamoya, Minister Soni, Minister Snow. Greetings from my location. I say good afternoon to the wonderful Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom and people of goodwill. Today's space, we are making it hot to our enemies. I watched the enemies on Arise TV this morning, how they were crying. Actually, they were crying. They wasn't analyzing anything. They were merely crying because they never expected what our Prime Minister, claimed or have announced already. Many of them who are not in the system of this government, the Biafran Republic government in exile, they always feel that we are joking, or it is business as usual. But if you are far from this system, you may take it as a joke. But what matters most is what plays on the ground. Our Prime Minister have raised men, volunteer armies. Army of volunteer are very, very formidable. They are like legion. They never die. Our Prime Minister have battalions of men, hardcore, who are determined to protect the motherland. And not that he has raised men. There are many on reserve. Imagine what this useless Nigeria government is going to see if after our redeclaration. On the side of our own cousin brothers, the Israeli, that 15,000 army that our Prime Minister have promised to deliver, if need be, is sacrosanct. He's a man of his word, and I trust him for that. He never said a word and capitulate. He always finish his business. Even if he will finish it and still put extra on top. That is to show you how committed he is in this liberation. And that goes to every one of us here on the space. We are formidable. We are formidable in the sense that we are never going to retreat. We always go forward. We always go for that which we seek, and that is Biafra. These men and women who have volunteered themselves to guide and protect our vulnerable men and women and children, they are like legion. Just like our brother, my success has said, he knows what is going on, so he can tell very much about it. And he will just believe whatever he has said, because everybody can see it in the open. So all these Janjaweed payroll media, they should not panic. They should not cry. More are still coming. More are still on the pipeline coming. I pity those who are still sitting on the fence. We have sworn to restore Biafra, and that Biafra we shall get. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it already, that it doesn't matter where he is. Wherever he finds himself, wherever he's been, or wherever he be, just know it that Biafra will come. In these few years of his illegal kidnapping and detention, we have seen how this agitation metamorphosed to a full force government, a full functional government that is respected all over the world for those that have law, those who understand what law, international law is all about. They know what we are doing is actually our right. We have not violated any international law. We are only doing that which is right. The Biafran Republic government in exile is legal. and we are established almost all over the world. In any part of this country or any part of this world, Biafra is there representing full time. So the Arise TV can cry as much as they want. If you like, you can't cajole what we are doing, because even the zoo terrorists are feeling the heat. If you doubt what is going on, go and ask the Chief Defense Force, Musa and Labaja. They can tell better how their boys are falling like chickens, and they shall continue to fall until they are being eliminated from our land, until they use their own leg and took a run out of our land. And for those enablers, those stooges in our land, they should wait. The likes of Hopus Odimba and the likes of Oluwalemba, they should wait. More are still coming. It's a promise, and I know it's going to come to fruition. Nobody should doubt the resolve of our government. Nobody should doubt the resolve of our Prime Minister. He is a man of his word. Whatever he says happens. Whatever he says goes. That's why I would like to employ every Biafran this afternoon to always support this government, to always stand by this government, to always rise to support this government, because this is the only government we have seen over the years that are taking charge of our own responsibility. They have determined to guide our territory. They have determined to guide the territory of Biafra, our motherland. We have refined professional ministers serving in their different categories. It's not a joke. Heaven knows it's not a joke. This liberation is anchored by Chuka Biama. He is the one piloting it spiritually, because he has determined that we will liberate ourselves. He has determined that we will be set free and be on our own, to worship him and serve him in truth and every honesty. Biafra is Israel, and Israel is Biafra. Any attack on Israel is attack on Biafra, and any attack on Biafra is attack on Israel. We are giving this army expecting nothing in return. That is to show our commitment. We commiserate with our brothers in this trying time. They should stand strong and stand tall, because we know that Chuka Biama is with us. We have come to establish, and we have established ourselves already. We want a country that we can, be very proud of. We want a country that a son of a nobody or a daughter of a nobody can become somebody without you knowing somebody. That is simply should be the simplest of it all. And like our army usually say in their generation, all bullets na bullets, and their bullets na water on our body. So we have come to liberate Biafra, and Biafra we shall get. I wouldn't go much further, because a lot of hand is up. But just know that Biafra is here already. Support this government. Make sure you kick this self-referendum voting ongoing. Make it go viral. Make sure that every nook and cranny of Biafra land, give their votes to this government for Biafra to be redeclared. And I would like to yield my mic here. Respect to my Prime Minister, respect to the government, and much, much more to our own able Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu. Tomorrow is your day, and we wait to see what the enemies will play this time around. But if they like, they should release you. If they release you, it will be better for them. But if they doesn't, it will become more worse. We go on more economic strangulation. We make sure we crash it to another ground zero. They have felt it already, so they wouldn't want to, give that one in much more time. So they know what is playing out already. So thank you for the Biafrans here. I rest my case here, and they will Chineke. This is Mazi Chidera speaking.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mazi Chidera. Please, if you're here, hit the share button and share this space so that more people will join. We need to create the awareness. So as you are listening, hit the share button and share to your page and share to people you can share to. Thank you so much, Mazi Chidera, for that wonderful submission. Yes, we are here to preach that gospel. These people, they understand that we are not missing word. They know that we are not missing word. It's just few of them that are living in denial. The government themselves know, the army, they know. It's just few people that are just living in denial. And we will keep hitting them hard until we get to our destination. I give the mic to Mazi Onyekachi Nku Denamba. Please keep it up at least 5 minutes so that other people will speak and we'll come back over again. Thank you. Mazi Onyekachi, are you there? All right, it seems that Mazi Onyekachi is not there.
I'm here. Sorry, please. I'm here. Thank you. Sorry, I just am I coming out?
Yes, you're coming out. Just keep it for 5 minutes so that we can go around again and come back, okay?
Up to 5 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. I greet my honorable ministers and in the house, my comrades and my ladies. I greet you all. Thank you for your good works. Thank you so much, and more grace to your efforts. We must be consistency personified, as we are taught by our great leader Mazen Nandekano. Yes, I don't expect these people to say what they do is what I expected them to do, because they were told to do everything to ridicule us, to deceive the gullible. They know that what our prime minister said, that is capable of doing it. They know that we have men, but they are playing the game they were asked to play. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. There are cash and reports, brown envelope media journalists who have deviated from journalistic ethics. They don't do investigative journalism. They sit in their one room studio, and wherever they send them to report, they report. So I don't blame them, but they'll be the one to suffer it. Believe you me, they fail to learn from the past mistakes. They will suffer it. Their children will suffer it, unless that person is not an indigenous person. Whether you are from Middle Belt or you do you are Biafran, you stand against our freedom, doing all this rubbish, doing everything to stand on our way because of money or whatever you think, whatever nomenclature you may hide to do so. It will come back to haunt them. Chickens always come home to roost. That is it. So, and we don't give a damn whatever they say. We don't give a damn. All we say is what we're asking is what belongs to us. We never take what belongs to anybody. Even they are the one who have taken what belongs to us. They are the one who have taken our territory, occupy, and even we live for them. Even the one who want to take now, we just they have tried to encourage to take over our land from us, and we can never allow them to do so. They have been taking our resources, killing our people, harvesting their organ, doing all manner of gross crime against humanity, against our people, and we have risen up. I believe the justice of nature, spiritual justice, all justice on this planet is with us, because we are fighting a just cause, and we can never retreat iota until Biafra is completely, fully independent nation, and nothing anyone can do about it. We don't give a damn. All those catch and report media. In fact, that lady, when I look at, she don't know how much I hate her. That lady, she don't know how much. Those are sent fakers. You don't know how much I hate her. I hate them with everything. I'm not hiding it. I hate them so much. And if you have my way, I will destroy them. I'm telling you. They disgust me. They disgust me. They disgust me. I learned one of them is Abiola that I don't know how true it is. And imagine what her father gone through. Say, those who killed her father, now serving them. Serving them. Just like the one of their son, Abiola's sons, said. I don't know how those moron, fleetistic men done this. That is how it looks. Those who kill your father, you are now come to be a puppet to them. And that is it. We cannot be like that. We are not those who the stranger will bribe with their father's property. No, we can never. Strangers who come to our land will be under us. We cannot serve stranger who come to our land. So they want to serve us. We can never be bribed with our father's property. That is why we are fighting. We are fighting to make sure that we restore what belongs to us and utilize it for the betterment of our people and the world at large. So we're looking forward for December to come for our nation to be declared, and nothing they can do about it. And I love the way our Prime Minister fixed it, so that those who are in Biafra land, who are not Biafra, those for them to find their way, and those Biafrans who are outside Biafra land, for them to arrange themselves, so that it will not be taken on away. You know, when Biafra declared, then let me see all those non-entities that will come to talk trash or come to stay there to do any like we're going to crush all of them. And imagine the Nigerian military, imagine them coming to do their thing, organize so what's it called? Is it so whatever they call it in Southeast, so-called Southeast? You know, that is sign of defeat. We have defeated them. The media, we have defeated them. I believe most of us, I don't think the only few maybe professional media among us here, but we have defeated them. You know, because volunteer is volunteer. You know, no paid report or paid work of whatever they be, they are paid that can stand volunteer. We are volunteers, and we do it with every passion, with every alacrity, because it's what for our own interest, and they can never defeat us. You know, so we have been sending message to warn our people who are at home, those who are in, whether you're a blogger, whether you're a media influencer, social media influencer, or you're a media influencer, we know all of you. Don't allow yourself to be used. Because if you allow yourself to be used, the land will deal with you. The land will deal with you. We are going to deal with you after much. Don't be used to antagonize or to be an enemy to Biafra restoration. Biafra is bigger than you, bigger than everyone. Biafra is bigger than you. The land is angry against the evil that's been going on in that land. The land is angry against the discretion by invaders in that land. Our ancestors are angry. And if you make yourself a willing tool, let me tell you, you will suffer, your children will suffer it. You will suffer, your children will suffer it. I'm telling you, if you make yourself willing to, you will remain a slave forever. Even when Biafra is restored, you will live like a slave, even if you're alive. So don't allow yourself to be used. Don't attend that useless seminar. You know, look at the people who are disseminating propaganda, all fake news. Fake news, they're the one who turn back to call. We are debunking their lies. We are debunking their falsehoods, their false fake news. So they cannot, the center can no longer hold. So they are now running head scatter, looking for where to perch. But if you allow yourself as a Biafran in Biafra territory to be used to speak iota against our leader, against our prime minister, against our Biafra restoration, the land will destroy you. The 5 million children that are looking for justice, that have not gotten justice, they will destroy you. I'm telling you, whatever you may pay, whatever they may give to you, the sorrow will become your companion. If you dare, this is a warning. We're not begging you, we are warning you. If you allow yourself to be used, terrorists in uniform who have recruited thousands of terrorists into the military, police, DSS, I would not expect them to agree. They're pathological liar. Is their stock in trade. So I'm not surprised whenever they lie, but the world know the truth. Those who care to know, who care to do fact finding, know the truth. So, but we can never we have millions of untold truths to be told. They're supposed to be told by the journalists, but they refuse. So we have many untold truths. So we don't have time for propaganda to lies. So we don't operate based on innuendo, based on leaks. We operate based on facts, verifiable. Thank you, Biafrans. My name is Wakachuku, aka code number.
Thank you, Mazi Onyeka. Thank you for that wonderful. I know you still have a lot to say, but at least when all these people that they've raised hand finish, we still need you to come and continue from where you stopped. Let's just keep it a little bit shorter at the moment because of so many hands that are up. Let's bring it to 3 minutes, and then when we go around, anybody can still come up. There are so many hands up now. We go to Code Artisan. Code Artisan, please, 3 minutes. You will still come back when other people have spoken. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Good evening to you, Minister of Information. Good evening to you, ministers in the house, my brothers and sisters, my fellow workers. I hear you, I greet you. God bless each and every one of you. Today's topic is actually quite the deal about the show of strength. It's not just a show of strength, but it's a demonstration of strength by our able PM Simon as he has made it known that we, Biafrans, we are not in any way, shape, or manpower, and that is something that the Sudanese and the Nigerians themselves cannot afford this time around. It is actually manpower. All the so-called military bases in Biafra land, I am not too worried about them because the truth of it is this, they are not properly staffed. These bases do not have much soldiers in them. That is why our PM is telling them that by the time to declare Biafra by December, there will be no army to fight you, and that is a fact. And nobody can do that fact. There will be no army to fight the Biafra Liberation Army and other arms of the Biafra Defense Forces. So that is one part that we all know. That is the reason why they are counting on people. They are the only way that this is the strategy of the Nigerian government against the Biafra Republic government in Nigeria. They are hoping that with propaganda they can wear down the Biafra Republic government in Nigeria, the PM and the armed forces. They are putting on propaganda and then waiting just in time to so that they will not abuse it, but they will not abuse it. And some of them are only realizing the deep shit they are all entangled in because of the fact that December, Biafra will exist and they cannot do anything. They don't have the force, unlike the previous time, during the difficult time, when Britain was giving their arms. Now, Britain cannot give Nigeria arms and get away with it. Britain cannot give Nigeria arms and get away with it. So that is just the fact they're very true. That's why they are now using propaganda as their primary weapon. The propaganda usually during the time when IPOB was protesting peacefully, propaganda was the secondary weapon. Now they have shifted it, they have swapped the secondary weapon to primary weapon. The violence has become secondary weapon, and then propaganda has been swapped to be the primary weapon. That is the reason why the Nigerian army has is no longer a fighting force. It is now a tutorial center where they are teaching people who do not know how to use Twitter and Facebook to create social media posts. That is what they have now degraded themselves into. So it tells you the whole thing. The whole thing has been summarized. That they are gradually accepting defeat subconsciously within them. That's the reason why they are teaching journalists on how to use social media, and at the same time they are going about burning people's houses in their land. Is that not happening? So it tells us that victory is near already. In fact, we have already got the victory with our own hands. That is just the fact of it. Therefore, all we need to do as Biafrans to support the government is to keep our own ranks, as the minister has said, keep our own ranks tight. No criticism of the government. So it's not everything that the government does that I agree with myself. But we need to keep our own ranks tight. There must be no way what I should be doing. That is what we must do. And we should all move on with every decision the government has made. When we get Biafra proper, here we will practice democracy and here we can disagree with the government. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Code A. Thank you for coming. Like I said, these people, they don't know how prepared we are. And we cannot tell them everything at once. You know, all we can do is to always put movie for them so that they keep watching. Thank you so much. Like I said, we have to keep the message a bit short so that other people will speak. Ikenna, please, 3 minutes. I don't know how to stop someone when you are trying to make your point, but try to keep it 3 minutes so that it will go around and you come back again and continue from where you
Please,
start. Thank you.
Mr. Kama Ezra, please, can you give a minute, some time to our minister, the academic highness, I think his house is up here. I don't know if it's possible.
Hello.
Okay. Okay. After Ikenna, then our minister will speak to us. Ikenna, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, the goodwill of Biafrans. Thank you for the work you are doing. I have some advice to give to those people who want to give themselves to be used. Our Elohim said, what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? So they're thinking they are going against our government, our PM. They are going against themselves because they are destroying themselves, not Biafra, because Biafra is already here. It's already here. There's nothing they can do to destroy what we are doing. It's not going to happen. Our leaders say, not now, not tomorrow, not even a million years to come. So I advise them to have a packing when offer before I come, madam. They should learn. All those people who have been attacking our prime minister, our government, what is their end? Our people are so dumb and so stupid. You see the first person going and fall into a ditch. The second person fall into a ditch. The third person fall into a ditch. You have never seen anybody cross the other side. How do you think when it reaches your own case, that ditch will fill up and you cross the other side? That is the stupidity of our people because of their love for money. And I appreciate what our prime minister did by declaring 15,000 soldiers to our brothers, just to show them that we recognize them as our own brothers. Because ndị be anyị na-asị na onye amara ebe o si agaghị ama ebe ọ na-eje ma na agaghị eru ebe ọ na-eje. Is to tell them that we know our route. That means we know our destination. Thank you. I just keep it short.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you, Mazi Kenna. Thank you for that wonderful submission. As you please. Thank you. MD BRGIE, please can you open your mic and speak to us?
Yeah, good afternoon from here, brothers and sisters and the lovers of freedom all over the world. Undi Biafra, a Canadian Biafra. Before I start, I have to also greet our amiable Minister of Information, the Deputy, the special people here gathered, all Biafrans. Another greeting goes to the PM. There is a title we gave to him in the Republic of Italy, the moving train of Biafra. Because we thought very, very well before giving that title to him. Because when we say join the moving train, if you didn't join the moving train, the train will abandon you there. You see, that is the reason why we scientifically say we should give him that title, although in general language, the moving train of Biafra. So the greeting goes to him. And again, it goes to our supreme leader, the president of Biafra. Because you have the president and you have prime minister, Mazen Amdikan. Don't worry. Don't worry, our honorable president. Don't worry. Your enemies have seen that your people have understand international law. Our fellow cousins, white men, those people you call white men, they know that many people are ignorant about international law. That is the reason why they are playing Tom and Jerry game with us. But they are seeing that we have understand it, thanks to our prime minister and the BRGIE. They are understanding it very, very correctly. I want to encourage all Biafrans. I want to encourage all Biafrans on the current trend. This is the starting of what you call international relationship between BRGIE and Israel. We started it like that, openly. Our people should calm down and follow BRGIE, meaning Biafra Republic Government in Exile. The children of Biafra has risen to the extent that is it's a kind of, I don't know how I'm going to explain it so that our people will understand me. We have grown to every ramification. It is not a question of boasting. It is confirmed truth. We have grown. We have grown means we have grown. It is left for our people to believe in Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I always shout this. Because if you didn't believe in yourself, the world will not believe in you. Unfortunately, some people being skeptical or being on the side of those who told them that it is impossible for Africa to become like white men. That thing makes them not to believe in themselves. That thing makes that kind of narrative makes them not to believe in themselves. Without knowing that already, we have crossed the Rubicon. Our brother in America produced the fastest, software. If it is our people, they will say computology. That is information and technology. Emma Agwali from America. Not only him, there are lots of people there. I want our people to follow BRGIE. That is very simple. This one you had 15K soldiers to be sent to IDF. 15K soldiers from BDF, Biafran Defense Force, to IDF, Israeli Defense Force. It's just even the statement. It's just the beginning. It's not only 15K. This that you are looking now, that is very, very open, is to show you the level of legality of government in exile. It is for us to understand, for those that did not believe, to understand that, look, government in exile has equal authority with governments. Okay, you can rapport diplomatically and otherwise. It is left for people to understand practicals. So nobody should be shaken about what Prime Minister is doing. We are solidly behind him. Before ever Prime Minister does what he does, we have already discussed it, and that is the best thing for our people. Biafran people, stop being afraid of Janjaweed or Britain or whatever. Britain, what is the population of Britain? I can come 85 million. Leave Biafra carrying 85 million. Britain, what is the population? If you remove the foreigners there, believe in yourself on the I want you people to be very, very positive. Never you shake. Never you shake. Stop begging Fulanis or whatever. All you have to know is that whatever we're doing is in line with Article 1, Paragraph 2, Charter of the United Nations, and also in accordance with African Union law from Article 21. It tells you self-determination of the people. Based on that, the Nigerian government has been condemned severally by international United Nations, by the courts, because what we're doing is in line with international law and even with what you call the ground norms and the jurisprudence. So this is the time for us to claim back our sovereignty. Nobody should be shaken. Support Biafra Republic government in exile. As simple as that. As I yield my mic, God bless you all.
Thank you so much.
Yes, come on.
All right, David, go ahead. Go ahead.
Please give
my co-host.
me
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to thank.
Give me 1 minute.
I want to really appreciate the professor for what he just said. You see, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is very, very vast in international politics and diplomacy. For the fact that he made an open pronouncement concerning what is happening in Israel and promising or pledging 15,000 foot soldiers to support the Israeli government, it has sent shivers to the Nigerian government, because the Nigerian government will now look at it as maybe the Israeli government is supporting this guy, the Prime Minister and the Biafran Republic government in exile, because they don't know Each time Mazi Simon Ekpa makes broadcasts, how he says things, he has that aura of authenticity. And he promises that whatever he's going to achieve, that nobody is going to stop him from that achievement. And now for him to come and make that pronouncement, the Nigerian government, they don't know what is to happen next. They are now looking at it that Israel is solidly behind the Biafran government. And that is so good for us. That is a welcome development for Biafrans all around the world. So our prime minister knows what he's doing. So the Nigerian government, you know, they don't know anything. They don't know international politics. They don't even know international diplomacy, how to play it. Our prime minister have beat them to the game. The Biafran government have beat them to the game. So they are left with no option other than to cry, to wail on the social media. And it doesn't matter what they do and what they say. We continue to move ahead and support our prime minister for what he's doing. So Biafran people should be very happy on this diplomatic approach of our prime minister. And I help the Biafran government to achieve their aims. It's very, very important we understand this. It doesn't matter whether Abati and the Ruben, how they are crying foul in their rice television. The Nigerian population, they know that what is to come. They have sensed that Biafra is here. So they are just playing a kind of second fiddle, you know. They are just trying to discourage people from believing on what our prime minister is doing. But we, the Biafran people, know what he's doing, and we support him, and we continue to support him. So that's just what I want to say. Thank you so much. Kama, over to you.
Thank you so much, my co-host. Thank you. Thank you. The minister's hand is up. Minister, you can go ahead and speak to us. Minister Sonia Barawa, can you go ahead and speak if you're close to your device?
Keep sharing.
Thank
Okay.
you, Machineke. Thank you, the military minister that spoke before, and all Biafrans that have spoken all this while. I want us to key into something as we continue to speak. Now, let's check the idiosyncrasy and the foolishness of the Biafran media. And let us also see the importance of this media of Biafra. And let us also see how the IPOB Nigeria and the One Nigerian nonsense are indirectly helping us in the awareness. Now, when you sit down on Arise Television, AIT, Channels Television, NTA, and you are hosting a program and you are reading through the tweet of the Prime Minister of Biafra, the government of Biafra, the Nigerian terrorist army says they are not going to pronounce Biafran government in exile so that it will not legitimize the existence of the Biafran government in exile. When they go to make their propaganda, they are using ESN. They refuse to call Biafra Liberation Army Biafra Defense Forces. Yet, the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation sanctioned their media houses not to report about the genocide and the massacre and the invasion of communities, desolation, and the Islamic Jihad conquest that is ongoing in the entirety of the contraption. Then when you come back again to look, you see that immediately the Prime Minister drops a post. The first set of people that will pick the post of the Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile to sit down and analyze positively and negatively, the first set of people are who? They are the Nigerian conventional media houses. So before we even say, let us check what is happening, after the post has been dished out there, the Nigerian conventional media is using it for awareness. You may think that you are doing the Biafran people, but indirectly, you are actually creating the awareness that we need. Because as a Biafran, who history has been taken away from you, the Nigerian conventional media now are helping you to know and understand that there is a Simon Ekpa somewhere that is fighting for that Biafra that your grandfathers fought in 66 to 70s. The Nigerian media is making you to understand that there is Nnamdi Kanu in detention, which you did not know inside the interior part of Biafra land. The Nigerian media is making you to understand that Musa, the chief of defense staff of Nigeria, is crying over the firepower of Simon Ekpa's army. Some of you did not know that there is Biafra Liberation Army, but when you open to Channels Television and NTA, then you hear Musa crying in the National Assembly, crying on international television. All the chiefs of one Nigeria, police, or navy, or air force, or army, or then the of defense is crying on national television and international. Someone that happened to have watched television for the past 6 months, where we say electricity no day for him village, as he just opened television, you hear that news, will be moved to go and sit back and ask, who is this Simon Ekpa? Or where is this Biafra government in exile? What are they doing? Why is Nigerian Television Authority talking about it? Because if it is not something important, they will not talk about it. If you are not so worried about the stronghold of the Biafran government in exile, why do you engage on your media houses to talk down on it every day? Yesterday, spaces were held by our Igbo brothers that were contracted by the Nigerian government, and they were creating awareness on the 15K soldiers of the Biafra Defense Forces to the IDF forces. And they think that they are actually talking down on Biafra. They think that they are actually doing Simon Ekpa. They think that they are actually doing the Biafran people. They think that they are actually doing IPOB. But you don't know that inadvertently, you are creating the awareness that we need. Do you know what it means for Arise Television to use 30 minutes of their program and then speak predominantly on Simon Ekpa? Speak predominantly on the Biafran government in exile. Speak predominantly on the Biafra Defense Forces. You are creating the highest awareness for those in... You see these Oduduwa brothers and sisters that are waking up now. Many of them may have gotten the intel of what is actually happening in the Biafran sphere from the Nigerian television spaces. Yes, they watch it because they want to know what is happening back in their country, for those of them that are outside. Then they now come to realize that there is a Biafran prime minister, there is a government that has been set up, which is now the turmoil to one Nigeria. And that has become the topic of every broadcasting house of one Nigeria. So what have you done? You have created the highest awareness. This is the Nigerian Television or the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation. You have indirectly created the highest awareness to every Nigerian that did not know anything about Biafra. You see how your stupidity works? That is why we clap and we sing and we dance in the street and in the room of Biafra and in the road of Biafra when we see people seated on Channels Television, Arise TV, TVC, NTA, AIT, broadcasting and talking all sort of rubbish. The rubbish that you are talking down on the Biafra awareness and liberation, the Biafran government in exile, is actually creating impact by calling the attention of many people for them to come to know and ask more questions about this Simon Ekpa, this Biafran government in exile. Today, I love it the way they tag it. It's a government in exile. Government in exile. Government in exile. So now that Arise TV featured it in their daily highlight, you will see that TVC will follow suit. You will see that Channel Television will follow suit. You see that NTA will follow suit. AIT will follow suit. Oh my God, these people would have moved too much. I beg, would have continued to create awareness for us. You people are actually the one destroying the effort of the propaganda where they talk say you know they go. Musa was crying that the information minister of Nigeria is not doing a lot in his propaganda template against the Biafran people. But I see that the information minister of Nigeria is just seated there focusing inside house, while the broadcasting media houses of Nigeria are actually creating awareness for us. So I have given people one tip today. Nigerian media, please, can you continue to be talking about Simon Ekpa and every tweet that we do? You know, MNK said, a time will come when we will not pay you to report about us and to talk about us. You will write about us. You will be looking for whatever that we post and do to write and to report about. And that time has come. And it is working out for the Biafran people. Before we drop something, Sahara reporters have picked it up. Daily Post have picked it up. So by the time it enters their hand, Vanguard will come later. Daily Trust will enter. Tribune will enter. The biggest one be say when it don't hit for broadcasting station, as Arise go sit down, they talk am. Oh, Jenny, you're doing good. Erufai, Abati. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome to News Trending. The Biafran government in exile have said they are going to give 15K soldiers to IDF. Rufai said, is he going to give it or is he going to mobilize them from Finland? The other one said, no, he's going to mobilize them from India. The other one said, oh, he's going to mobilize from Nigeria. And then they now sit down to discuss it. That's 10 minutes of discussion about Biafra, about Simon Ekpa, about BRGIE, about the 15K soldiers to IDF has garnered audience. And the awareness has penetrated. That is why Fulani boy that is carrying AK-47 in all the way Samfara forest can now watch what is happening on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Channels Television and Arise, and then pick up phone and start making video and tell you, you people think that you will get Biafra and then we will not be there. He said, even if you get Biafra, we will still come inside Biafra. Fulani will still come inside Biafra. How did they get the message? You are inside the bush, fighting, and then they say you don't have a smartphone. Oh, before they said they are all nomadic, right? Now, when you listen to that one I was speaking, he tried to speak very well as someone that had finished elementary 6. Yes, he spoke as someone that has finished primary 6 and can read and write. His English is quite different from the one that will be speaking only for the fude. And he's carrying AK-47, fighting. Ask him what is he fighting for with AK-47. He's fighting for jihad. And then when you see Biafrans with weapons to defend motherland, and they are speaking good English, you will be wondering and asking why. When our commanders are speaking English and giving security update on ground, you listen to them speak, you understand that these are people that have been to school and know what life is all about, but one Nigeria have messed up their existence. And they have now decided to sacrifice their life to see that this generation is redeemed, and that the children that they bring to this world tomorrow will not continue in the same vein. Because it is not all about book. If you say you carry book, you read, finish, then there is no security. In Nigeria, there's one thing that happens. People will go school, no be them they give. In Nigeria, what thing they happen now be say, people will go school, will finish university, go do your service, get grade A, get grade B, C, everything, highest. Now them they go meet person where no go school, where don't get company, get bag, get workshop, get building material shop. And then they go meet your guy. Oga, I want work. Oh. Your guy go say, which certificate you get? You can't carry the paper. He go say, all this on a paper on I carry. Me, I don't know what's in the inside. Oh. Waiting I want manager. We will come take care of this place. I have the money. I just want manager. We will come take care of this place. Can you take care of this business for me? You say yes. Oga, how much you go pay me? You say 50,000 naira. This is you that have spent 7 years to go to school. Oh. And now you are begging someone that did not go to school, that used his brain to put into business, to serve the Oga for 6 years and 7 years and 10 years. And then at the end of the day, the Oga opened his own business, give him. He now come become Oga also. And other people now are coming to serve under him to also become something. And that is how the spring goes. Then you come and say, Oga, you cannot read and write. The Oga no one read and write, but the Oga has the business IQ. Oga don't learn the business. The only thing Oga wants to do now to count him money, count the figure. When he count and finish, he asks you, you don't balance the account. You say, yes, okay, Nam, put the money in the account and give me the balance in my phone. I will sign it. You will spend 8 years go school. Now you now they come, they beg, Oga will serve another person for 8 years, establish himself. They come, they find job of 50,000. Where we say, Ghana wait there for work. 50,000 where you they call for your salary. It's like small money where Oga go use take drink beer for beer parlor. In just 30 minutes where they go sit down drink beer in beer parlor. So they have bastardized education. That is why Biafra is coming, so that you will be able to become something with what you can do. So what we are saying here is that the more one Nigerianist, or the more the foolish conventional media of one Nigeria think that they are making mockery of Biafra or attacking Biafra or painting Biafra black, the more the Nigerian army are recruiting more and more journalists and more terrorists to do propaganda against the Biafran people, you are actually creating awareness for the Biafran people. Because every Biafran will ask the Nigerian army, why were you playing music with speaker and dancing in Biafra land when you are supposed to be in the battlefield, fighting war to defend the territory of Nigeria? Why are you now inside Biafra land carrying music speaker on your head and dancing in the market and then begging us to deny our own identity as Biafrans? Isn't it laughable? So every Biafran will ask that question and say, hey, this is no more the army that we grew up to hear of. Oh, this one now, political charade. Every Biafran will still ask, why is the army now the one doing publicity? Why is the army now becoming the information ministry of the country? The army is the one writing pamphlets and circulating in Biafra land, putting Simon Ekpa's face, putting his name, putting his family, putting IPOB, say Simon Ekpa is your enemy, IPOB is your enemy. Is it the work of Nigerian army to be publishing letter in the community and singing and dancing as mad people in the street? When did an army of a country become the information ministry? When did they become the announcement medium that they now propagate news? Are they now the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation of the country? So the more they continue to do all this nonsense with the other ones that wear white collar and blue collar and red collar inside the studio and sit down to talk and talk and talk, the more they are doing it, they are creating the awareness for the Biafran people. So either ways, anyone that did not know about Biafra will sit back and listen to their television and hear that BRGIE under Simon Ekpa have promised or have proposed to give 15K soldiers to IDF. And then everybody will be asking, where is this Simon Ekpa and where is this BRGIE? They will be prone to look for and to find out more about this very government. So let the awareness continue, because the time has come and it is now. The media team is hereby obligated to please key into this awareness of these 15K soldiers to IDF for the next 1 week. Let your focus hit so much on this very awareness. We want it to penetrate. Fine and good. The Nigerian media are helping us to create the awareness. And we have seen Nigerian army say they are recruiting some Igbo journalists and some of the Biafran journalists in all spheres for them to be doing their propaganda and journalism in our local dialects, so that they can come and counter whatever the BRGIE are saying. When they recruit them and then circulate them into Biafra land, the people of Biafra will still ask them, why is it necessary for you people to do this? They will explain why it is necessary. So those ones that have brains will still ask them at the end of the day, isn't it foolish that you are standing on the side of the enemies to decide against your own freedom? So while they are doing that, by next week, you'll be hearing our radio on the satellite FM in Biafra land. So remember to get finger battery radios for your families so that they can listen to the Biafra awareness broadcast. I drop the mic here. Thank you, Mwachineke.
Thank you, our Minister of Information. Thank you so much for that well-detailed explanation and what is happening in the terrorist state. Just to add to what you just said, it is very important we understand that the new dimension has brought some kind of education to the Nigerian state. Because before now, most Nigerians don't know what is government in exile. Even most Biafrans, the IPOB Biafrans, the IPOB Nigeria, they don't actually understand what is government in exile. They don't know that government is in exile is legit. They don't know that government in exile have the right, as an international right, to conduct elections, to do all manner of legitimate political issue, carry out political issues in the government of their state or their nation, while they are still in exile. So the new dimension led by our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa have been able, if Nigerians can tell themselves the truth, to educate Nigerians on what it entails to have a government in exile. That singular education alone, the Nigerian government should even pay the Biafran government for having to give them that knowledge. Because you see, the issue of electricity in Nigeria is deliberate. because they don't want the masses to know what is happening. It is only those who have access to generator that can be able to listen to their news, while the general population don't actually know what is happening. And that is why it is very, very important that we continue to create this awareness in any manner or form we feel necessary, so that the people can understand what is actually meant to have a government in exile. Because most people, they were asking, how can you be in exile? You have a government and you say your government in is exile. What power, what legitimate authority have you to ask people to sit at home, to ask people to do this, and to ask people to do that? And they're even saying you are in exile and you are giving another country 15,000 troops on ground. What is the legitimate authority you have? This is the kind of, because Nigerians lack education, because of the history was taken away from them. Nigerians cannot research. They don't actually understand that government in exile is legit. And our prime minister have been able to use that opportunity to educate even most of us Biafrans. Because before now, most of us don't even know what is government in exile. And now we understand the legitimacy, we understand their scope, the scope of work that they do. And it is behoves on each and every one of us to now understand that whatever our prime minister is doing is legit, and he knows where he is hitting the terrorist state, where it is paining them. Because the Nigerian government, they are in disarray. Right now, they are confused. They don't know what to do. As a matter of fact, they now believe that the Biafra Republic government in Ezra, that Mazi Simon Ekpa has some foreign backing. And for him to come out and pronounce Israel as an ally, they now look at Israel as, okay, this is the man, this is the country that is giving him all this backing, all this impetus, all this courage to be threatening Nigeria, and nothing is happening. So we are on the winning side. And remember what our prime minister said: whatever they do, it is going to be to our own benefit. Just like our minister, you just said now. When they castigate us in the media, most people who don't know about us begin to know about us. When they talk ill about our prime minister, the same thing applies. So it is left for us, the Biafran people, those who have what it takes to support this government wholeheartedly, to make sure that this government takes us to a promised land. For them to come out now and support this movement is very, very important, because our prime minister have studied Nigeria, just like he said, and he has the antidote to be able to disorganize Nigeria, bring it to their knees, and as well cut off their head for Biafra to come. So this is just what I want to add to it. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful, wonderful explanation. I yield my mic. Kama is way.
Thank you, our minister. Thank you, David, for that wonderful submission. Yes, it's becoming clearer, that they are just advertising and propagating the gospel with us, directly or indirectly. And we are happy that they are doing the job for us. It doesn't matter how they do it. Of course, they are in the zoo. They have to save their own life as well. They have to behave as if to say, they are not in tune with the Biafran when they are giving the report. That's why they are laughing. But the good news is that the Obwe, or whatever they call the lady, before, the way they call our prime minister is quite different. But this time around, she put it quite straight, the way it is. She actually called the prime minister an agitator, like they normally use, and they called him Mazi Simon Ekpa, and he said the government in exile, which they're always trying to run away from, So we're getting the message, and others are getting the message as well. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give the mic to Sochuku for your submission. Please keep it short so that others will be able to speak as well. Thank you. Dochuku Chinonso, go ahead.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much. Thank you
Okay.
for this opportunity. I must have to thank the host in the person of Mazi Marawa, our minister, information minister, the co-hosts, and ministers in the house. I cite you 247 and other ministers. I greet you all. My special greetings goes to Mazi Namdekano, the leader of this movement, who has today given us the voice to voice out, to speak out to the world, telling them to their faces, they are evil, the measure against Biafrans. Yeah, he's the backbone of what we are doing today, the gospel we are propagating. I thank him and also pray for him for sustainability. He's one in a million. I also thank our PM, able PM, our Prime Minister, my Simon Ekpa Njoko. May God keep him and always keeping him. Oh, yes. In our topic today, concerning the 50K, our Prime Minister promised the Israeli. Talking about them and their reactions, for me, it's just a very simple thing because ndị Igbo na-atụ nlu sị ọkwa na onye bụ igu ka ewu na-eso. If they don't talk about you, that simply means you are nothing. And if they don't talk about you, that simply means you are not doing anything. You are not doing anything. Today, the awareness is penetrating into the bone marrows. All of them, they are gathering. The wolves, the idiots, they are gathering. The army, they are gathering their army chiefs and whatever chiefs. Nigeria, they're gathering their government and whatever. Fulani, they're gathering, calling their all their food soldiers from all that countries and whatever. Why? Biafra. Why don't you just see yourself as this great person? Why don't you just see yourself and beat on your chest and say, here, I am something that I don't even know. You don't know who you are. I'm trying to tell you that the problem you are seeing today in almost all the world is Biafra. Biafra is coming. We are trying to take away that feeding bottle. Everyone is angry. And I want to tell you that Biafra must emerge. No matter whatsoever anybody do about it. Nobody can stop the sun from rising. Nobody. Nobody. I want to encourage us to support our government in any little way you can do. In the media, finances, awareness, in any way we can do or go about it. Let us do it to support this very government, to see that what we are doing is moving forward, because December 2nd, the world must hear about us. Ha ga-anụ akụkọ anyị. Ha ga-anụ akụkọ anyị. It doesn't matter how long they have subjugated us. The sun must rise, and nobody can stop us. I don't want to say much because hands are up, and Mazi Soni Akbarao has almost said almost everything I wanted to say. And our brother David Coho says something that if you have a question, please you can throw it here because of the ministers are here to answer some of our questions or our worries. Sorry, I don't mean to slow this awareness, but I really want to. I have something that's bothering me for weeks now, or even up to a month. I'm unable to complete my registration from ID card and to register for Laity, Finland, because I'm unable to get verified. I don't know if someone here can private chat. I mean, people that are responsible for that, because I have already written to the Biafran Security Administration, but the responses is not helping. So I don't know if anybody can just take it up from here and at least see me to, so that I can be able to cross that stage. I'm unable to get verified. Each time I tried, they will say verification failed. So I don't know why it is so. Please, someone can just assist me on that. Thank you very much. I hit the mic. I remain Sochuku Johnson. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Tochukwu, you said you are unable to be verified on which one? Which
ID card, because if the ID card, the verification goes for ID card and the registration for IT. So currently, I'm unable to get verified on the ID card. I started with ID card. Some weeks, each time I try, I have tried for not less than 4 or 5 times. I can't be able to cross that stage. If I try doing it, they will tell me verification failed, and I have written to Biafra Security Administration. They keep on sending me the verification page, and if I keep on trying the same thing, the verification failed. I don't know where this problem is coming from. If it's going to be reset from the system over there, or I don't know. So I want someone to assist me on that, please.
did you put all the details that you're supposed to put there?
All the details. The first page has been sent, because before you start it, they must collect your name, phone number, and email. I think that's it. Then I have filled that first page, sent it. Then the verification code was given to me in my email as usual. So when I opened the email to get verified, it's not working. It's not going through.
Okay. What about the convention?
No, I haven't, because I think the verification first, because I think both of them link. You can't you can't do the convention without getting verified. I think that's what I'm thinking. So I want to get the ID card. I want to get through the ID card first.
Kabashwe, let me comment. Sochuku, so your
Yeah.
issue is just to verify your email, right?
Yes.
Okay. The issue could be maybe from the network you're using or from the device. Maybe you're delaying in the process because you should have a time frame for the verification, this thing. So try with another device. Maybe try to do it from another phone. And then say it could be network issue, because when you send email for verification, it doesn't take long. When you just click the email, it will redirect you to the website and say your verification is done. So, except maybe try with a different device, or use a computer that you've not been using before, or use some other person's phone just to log in and then send the verification and then click, and then it will take you in. Because if you have some pop-up setups blocked on your browser, while you click the link to redirect you to the browser, and then the pop-up is blocked. By the time you now click the link, it may not allow you. So these are some of the settings on your device. So just try a different device, because that setup is working perfectly. It's working perfect, doesn't have any problem. Try a different phone.
Minister, let me help him here.
Okay.
So Chukwu, I don't, your question is, you say you are having problem
Yeah.
with your email or the verification of what you wrote.
The verification.
Okay, not email.
No, not email.
Okay. See, okay, it's like this. You have to give yourself to finish registration under 20 minutes. Everything has to be done
within 20 minutes, because if you do it above that, it's going to time out. And if you submit, it will take you back to start up again. You have to get that under that time, then it will take you to junior. Once you get it there, it will take you to junior verification, and you will do your junior verification. That's it. And make sure you put every datas that are required, both your siblings, because if you don't put them, they will not verify you.
Minister, sorry, I have not gotten to that stage. Maybe you don't get what I said.
So
In the
Chuku,
ID
so
card.
Chuku, so
Yeah,
Chuku,
yeah.
so Chuku, I understood you before. That is why I said just try a different phone. You
All
have
right.
not even gotten to the point of filling the forms or processing any data. It's just for
Yeah,
you to verify your email. Yeah.
yeah.
It is because of the phone you're using or maybe the computer. Just change the device. Do it with another device that has a good network connection.
All right.
Because to register the account, it doesn't take you up to 5 minutes. What it asks is your name, your
Email,
email address,
phone number.
phone number, finish. Then
Yeah,
it will now say, okay, your account is registered, then confirm your email through the verification link sent to your email. Then you go to your
exactly.
email, you click the link, it will redirect you to the browser, and then it will verify the email. So when you click and then it now says fail, it's from that device, maybe a network issue or some of the pop-up ads option that has been blocked from that your browser. So try with a different device.
Okay, I will try.
Try
All
with
right,
a different device.
thank you very much. I will try.
And you can as well, even if someone is in America, then you are in Nigeria, or someone is in Europe, then you are in UK. You can just call somebody and say, please help me create this my account for me because I'm trying it from this device is having issues. Some other person can. You give the person your email, the person will put the name, put the phone number, set up the account. As finish set up the account, verify the email, then you can use it to log into that device again. So
All
is
right.
the problem is from that connection and from that device you have. That's why I say change the device. Try with another device, another computer, it will go through.
Thank you.
It is after you're done with the verification that you now access the website and you can do everything you want to do.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Please, if you try it again and you're having issue, please don't hesitate to contact any of the ministers here, or you can also send me email directly. I can also help you out.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. We move. The next person is Brian. Brian, I know you have been waiting for a while. Please unmute yourself and speak to Biafrans.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Brian, we can hear you very well.
Thank you so much. Thank you, the Minister of Information, Abara Roy, by name. Thank you, David Nana. Thank you, Kama Israel, Minister Otunwa. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Go 247 Minister. Thank you, everyone here present. Can't go by names. We have a lot of names here. As the topic goes, I would just like to rush it. 15K soldiers to the IDF is 100%. That is something that is putting fire. The zoo now, run a fire on the mountain. There is fire on the mountain. Run, run, run. The Biafra government in Israel is putting fire on the mountain. They're putting fire in the zoo, and the zoo is running. Because this is something they have not expected. Not that they did not expect, because they have sold a propaganda, false information to the people in the zoo. And those citizens of the zoo carried out that false information, hoping that the military have won over the Biafra government or Biafra soldiers on ground. So, when they go to the war, they come back after killing them, after losing battle, losing all the tanks and many things, and wounded soldiers. They don't like to report it. Rather than we go to the NSA meeting or or even the NEC meeting and the rest. Tell them they are doing. We are handling them very well. So, but with this information that just our Prime Minister just declared, with this declaration, as in it brought them down to the floor. The self-acclaimed giant of Africa. It showed and exposed their weakness. It showed that they are nothing. Their military forces are zero. And of course, they are zero because we have been beating them all the while, and they refuse to do that. So he exposed their weakness everywhere in the land forces and everything. And while on the other side of Biafra government in exile, the United States of Biafra, it shows positive thing on us, how strong we have become, how formidable. Because everybody, this is no longer a news within the country now. It has gone international. It has gone viral. Because every country has an eye in the zoo, not only in the zoo, every other countries in Africa and all those countries in Europe has eye in countries in Africa. Because everybody want to watch the affairs of the things happening there. Likewise, their embassies will report to them. So this case or this issue has been reported. So, and they will not ask, they will not know that terrorists cannot come to support Israel. Understand? The only people that will support Israel are people that are legit. And now they will not start to ask, I thought they said they are terrorists. How come they were able to form this formidable line to an extent that they are willing to release 15,000 that's in ground force? You know what the 15,000 means? When 15,000 people march in a field, the field will be filled. As the war is going on in Ukraine and Russia, no country has ever given Ukraine 15,000 soldiers. Not even many missionaries has matched that number. And here we are, our Prime Minister, willing and ready at any time, even within 4 hours of notification, to release 15,000 men. So that is it today. They are running head scatter. They are peeing. Someone medias and everything in order to find out how to sell this. But it's too late to cry because they never believe that a confederacy like us will be predestined to defeat them in the zoo. And it's already happening. So it is a good news to people of Biafra and to the world at large. And as our Prime Minister proclaimed it, Israel has picked it. It has showed our holiness. It has proven who we are. And to the African communities at large, it has shown our readiness. And the African countries will now say, oh, these people mean business. So our support, if we are to support them, they are not cowards. They are well prepared for whatever to lead the line. Understand? Because you must preach by going first. You must practice by leading. So any other country that have supported us in the past or are willing to support us now have seen that we are ready to lead the line. So citizens of Africa, of Biafrans, I don't want to go much into this, but just want to tell you that the 15,000 soldiers of Biafra, another state of Biafra, that are ready to be dispatched to Israel is very good news to us in this our liberation, in this our government, in this our going home this year, because it has sent a very good signal across the whole globe that we are not people you can write off. We are not people you can write off. It just shows our strength, our capability. Thank you, as I submit. May God bless us.
Thank you so much, Brian Williams. Thank you for that submission. We appreciate you always coming to preach the good news, as always. It is the time for us to live in our own country and live like a human in our own country without the threat from Fulani, from the terrorist army of Nigeria. Of course, it's not going to be the end, but at least We are in our own land. We can do what we want, prepare ourselves always, and be ready to face them whenever they come to threaten us. Thank you so much for that submission. Chukwuma Eze, you can now take the mic and speak to Biafrans.
All right. Good afternoon from my side to everyone on this space. All protocols observed. Want to greet my honorable informational ministers and all honorable ministers in the house, all media personnel, genuine Biafrans, and by extension to our formidable Prime Minister and our Supreme Leader. Thank you once again. Yes, we have gathered here once again as a family to continue to do the needful. Well, I just want to say we got to understand what is going on. And being the fact that we have a very, very proactive and intelligent government who knows how to decapitate the zoo, both on international politics and politically. You see, what people don't understand is the zoo has succeeded in portraying to the world that Nigeria is an Islamic state, and also with their continuous actions shown to the world that they always stand to support the Islamist agenda by their registration in OIC and donation towards Islamic operation. You can see it even when the fake Buhari was there donating money when the people are suffering. But with what our Prime Minister have done and to the announcement to our cousins in Israel, by declaring our support, it has further gone down the line to distinguish us as from the zoo that we are not in support of jihadism. We don't buy that idea that the zoo is portraying. You can see a place whereby they declare pilgrimage from Israel to Turkey. Even the Christians in the zoo cannot even say nothing. That's a sign of defeat. Definitely, automatically, they're thinking that everybody in the zoo is on the same page. But we Biafrans, we have never been Nigeria. And with what our Prime Minister have done, just further shows that this is our stand. We don't buy the idea of Nigeria, and we will continue to support our brothers in Israel. And also, one thing that we are not seeing is this is the beginning of a formidable international relation between Biafra and Israel. I just want to take us down a little memory lane. After the Second World War, Russia came up with this massive technology in terms of their fighter jet, the MiG fighter, and America has always looked for a way to want to try and acquire that technology, but they could not because of, you understand, the privacy of the USSR. So, and Israel just became a newly declared state. And what did the Israeli do? Yes, and Israelis are all over the world. They are everywhere, just like the same as Biafra. What did they do? They had an Israeli, who was like a Jewish Russian there, who was like one of their fighter jets. So with their diplomat, they were able to reach out, you understand, to collude with their brother to have him fly that jet out of Russia all the way to Israel. But before he did that, he said he discussed with Israel that he knows he's a Jew. He said they have to guarantee his safety. They have to make proactive measures to relocate all his family from Russia to Israel, and also they have to give him a Russian, an Israeli citizen. That wasn't a problem. So he was able. He flew that jet out of the USSR airspace. You understand? Divert it and took that jet all the way to Israel. And as soon as As soon as he did that, what happened? The next thing, this thing was like a very, very secret operation. It was just only few people in the military that knew, and the Israeli prime minister there. So what happened was they did it, they copied all, as soon as he landed it in Israel, they copied all the technology in that MiG fighter jet that was owned by Russia. And immediately he sent it back to Russia. And what did the Israeli government do? They reached out to America. And when they reached out to America, they said, we have something that you guys have been looking for a long time. We have a prototype we can give you. So, and as soon as they presented it to the American government, they were marveled and shocked that how could they have done such way? How could they make this possible? And that was just the beginning of the tie between America, the CIA, and the Mossad of Israel that just further boost their international relationship and even make their bonding much more stronger. And just shows to America how versatile that the Mossad and sophisticated they can be when they want to try and carry out a mission. So why did I give that? It's just like a little background to show us it's the same thing that our prime minister is doing. For so long, they have tried to propagate us and make us not realize where we come from. But with what our prime minister is doing, he's going to further tell us, speak message to our brothers and say, listen, we are one. We are here for you. We stand for you. We are not part of the zoo. And anywhere an Israeli is, you understand, we will give you guys that protection and cover you need. So that's by the way. Now, going down to this presenters on Arise News, it is just so sad because the zoo is something that you can never defend the zoo and come out on the winning side. You're always going to look like a fool because it is everything about the zoo is fake. You understand? You see journalists who claim to have master's degree, doctorate degree, you understand, still talking like illiterates, like people that don't understand international politics and the right to self-determination. You understand? Saying that secession is a treasonable felon. How does that even speak of them and in terms of their intellect? Number one, we are not seceding. We are a people. You understand? We have a government in place. You understand? And the government has the backing of the people. They have so far been able to portray to you guys every sectors, every department that the government should do, even what Nigeria has not even done in years. We have so far been able to show it to the world. And yet you still call us a secessionist group. That's just to show how stupid they are. And that presenter called Ojinix Okwe is just so sad because she's a Biafran. She's from Ukwani. But yet continue to remain to allow herself be used by the zoo. If Nigeria was so good, why does she have a family in the UK? You understand? You see, Nigeria is just a business entity for all these people. They just come, make money, and go enjoy the money on their country. They cannot live in Nigeria, and that's why they continue to put effort to make sure that Nigeria continue to strive because that's how they survive. That's how they get their money. But this generation of Biafrans, we have said no, and we are going to change the game, and that's what we are doing. Now they will be forced to mention our Biafra government. They never wanted to mention it, but the moment they start mentioning it, it shows that there's already a state within a state. You understand? And a lot of agitations is going on all over the place. They see the presenters were saying, "Oh, the government should not let this happen." Ask yourself, you understand? They said when you continue to do the same thing over and over again and continue to come out with a result that always tend to lead towards failure, that's insanity. Have you asked yourself why are these people agitating continuously? And he's there calling Nigeria a union. How is Nigeria a union? What part of the so-called Nigeria that agreed to be in that union? A forced entity is what you call a union. Where's the document backing it? So that's why I just say in Nigeria, you just see people who are just educated illiterates who don't know how to interpret laws, who don't know how to interpret the right to life and the right to existence. That's why you can see there are soldiers killing people all over the place without no remorse, because they know that it is not a country, and something that is not real cannot save their citizen. So everything our prime minister is doing is a welcome development, and this is the beginning of Israel and Biafra long-term, not even long-term, forever diplomatic relations, because it's only in their cousins and their brother they can find true, genuine relations among each other. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you to you all this space, and we continue to do the needful, keep the fire burning, we move. Thanks. I eat my mic for now.
Thank you, Chukwuma. Thank you so much for coming to give us your message as usual. David, can you take it from there?
Thank you, Kama Israel. Yeah, thank you, Chukwuma, for that wonderful submission. You see, Nigeria can only thrive on illegality. Anybody who calls himself a Nigerian, we know for you to make money in Nigeria, you have to do the wrong thing. That is why all these journalists you see, they can only play the script of the masters. When they see white, they call it black. When they see black, they call it white in order to impress their paymasters. If not, what does it cost a journalist to analyze a news, to dig out information from the right source and say it to the people the way it is? But because Nigeria is a fraudulent country or a fraudulent entity, the president is a drug dealer, the vice president is a Boko Haram sponsor. So how is Nigeria going to thrive on legality? A country that is known for international kidnapping. If for Nigeria is existing, is illegal. Nigeria's existence is illegal because Nigeria, the amalgamation expired in 2014. So whatever Nigeria is doing today, it is illegal. So nobody will hold them responsible for that. If the Nigerian population cannot hold their government in account, who will hold the government in account for them? So whatever is happening in Nigeria today is what we know that it is illegal. And that is why nobody can hold anybody responsible for anything. So the journalists that you see on Arise TV, Abati, and even Biafrans, you know, they love money so much that our leader said that if you give a Nigerian journalist money, he will tell you all the goodness of Satan. And that is how it is. They cannot tell you what you need to know. They'll tell you what they want to tell you. And Nigerians being who they are, they don't ask questions. They don't ask questions. And that is the problem that they have. If they ask questions, they would be able to understand that what we are doing, what the Biafran government in Ezra is doing, is the right thing. And nobody will hold our government responsible for that because they are working according to the international laid down rules for self-determination. Our prime minister knows the antics of international politics as well as diplomacy. So the Nigerian government, they actually know that it is over for them. And that is why they can go at any length to carry any manner of information and propaganda against our prime minister. But that will not discourage us or discourage the prime minister for what he's doing for the Biafran people. So thank you so much, Mazi, for that wonderful submission. Mazi Unko the number. Onyeka, you have the mic now.
Thank you so much, my dear comrades. Once again, all protocol duly and humbly observed. You see, I just want to remind the Catch and Reports Brown Envelope Zoological Republic journalists who have have deviated from the journalistic ethics, what they are doing, and how it will harm them. Whenever you agree, as long as you agree to be a professional journalist, you owe the public, you are obligated to give them factual information. Yes, it is your duty to give the public factual information. We don't care. Report it to whether it's against us or report it truth. Whether it's in favor of people, report it for. We don't say you should stand with us or to do us favor. We don't need your favor or to do propaganda. Just report facts. Be investigative in your reportage. Don't be biased in your reportage. But you choose to be biased. You choose to abet the oppressors against the oppressed victims. That's those victims that are supposed to be, you're supposed to be their voice. You turn back to be against them, working with the oppressors against the oppressed victims. You are committing crime against humanity. And when the time comes, you will reap what you sow. Don't expect it to harvest when you planted cassava. Just expect cassava. I just want to let them know that we are taking record of all their criminality, because the journalists in Nigeria are complicit, deeply complicit in crime against humanity, in all the demonization against Biafrans and other indigenous people. After journalists, the celebrities, in terms of wide platform to disseminate information. Yet these people, they don't care about what is happening against the people. For their information, like you said before, some of them, they spend time they're supposed to use to make research, to learn how to speak English, to fake accents. To fake accent, you go to the office, you see BB dictionaries. The only concern about faking accent, sounding America, sounding British, why in Africa? You know, that is why, and that mindset has destroyed our people. You see them, they go to where somebody speaks, they are more concerned about grammatical error, accent. Why their mates are busy researching about science and technology, innovative and creativities, they're only busy to speak English. After speaking English, yet they don't have light. The Chinese man that don't speak English come to build the infrastructures. I think our people must change this mentality. English is just a language. It is better you even speak Igbo language accurately than learning English. It's better you study Igbo language than studying English language. It never put food for a table. All the people you know from beginning that in school, that time you are praising them, so you get this, they speak grammar. All of them now zero. None of them have achieved anything. One who go to a National Assembly to speak grammar, start speaking grammar. What did they achieve for the people? You should take that mindset and know what is important for you to study. Okay, not English language. Yes, our government agreed to give our people in Israel 15,000, not 1,500, 15,000. It shock you? It shock you? Now our people, they thought they thought they have killed all our people. You know, they have killed our people so much. They have killed too many youths. So they're surprised when you tell them that we have almost 200,000 men ready to defend our lands. They are surprised. So they see, 15,000 is a complete full schedule. So they think, this is how we get these men. You know, they think that they have killed all our youths. But they don't know that we are still legion. We are legion. When we descend on you people will know that yes, we are angry, we are beasts, and that beast will devour all of you. You know, these people are our cousin, our junior brother, is our junior brother. We defend, we don't need anything, we don't need them to even to demand or to request for us to go and defend our junior brother. They're our younger brother, so they come from us, and we stand with them in terms of difficulty. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Uncle Denamba, for that wonderful submission. See, another thing that baffles Nigerians, or another thing that shocks the government of Nigeria, is that Intel, given by our Prime Minister that Israel embassy in Nigeria is about to be attacked. You see, the Nigerian government, in fact, the security agencies in Nigeria, they don't know the stuff our Prime Minister is made of. And I believe that was why they called an emergency security meeting to Abuja. Because how can somebody be in Finland and knows the security threat against another nation? Yes, they were so surprised when our Prime Minister made that claim. When he brought out that information, they could not hold themselves, because they can't believe that even the security agencies in Nigeria, most of them don't know what is happening. Then how can our Prime Minister come and give a security detail and give information concerning security while he is not in Nigeria? Who is giving him that information? So they are so surprised. Just like when he used to make his broadcast, when he most his exposition, he tells the Yorubas that the Fulanis are camping in their bushes. He gives them information. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, carry on, David. I think someone is just...
Okay. Yeah, so they were surprised. How can somebody in Finland be giving security detail of what is to happen in a country that is not his? It is a surprising information. And you know, we advise our brothers, the Israelis, to be very watchful of the Nigerian government, because for our Prime Minister to come public and give these details, he is certain of what they are planning against the Israelis, against the Israeli ambassadors, against the embassy in Nigeria, because Nigeria is a terrorist state and their allegiance lies to Palestine. They hate Israel with a passion, so they can do anything they feel it is necessary for them to hurt Israel. And that is why they must take this threat seriously. They must take it seriously, because Nigeria can never be trusted. If Nigeria can send two terrorists, two suicide bombers from here to Finland, what stops them from planning attack on Israel's embassy in Nigeria? And besides, Hamas leader, they have a place in Nigeria now where they are mining californium. So they have ample opportunity to do whatever they want to do while in Nigeria. And the same thing they did in Gaza, they can as well replicate it in Nigeria. And having an ally as Nigeria at their support, or at their backbone, they can do everything humanly possible. So our Prime Minister is somebody that Israel should embrace. They should embrace him and support him with all manner of support that he needs, because he has given them information that even the FBI, even Mossad, couldn't have been able to fish out from Nigeria. But they were given this information on a platter of gold without having to ask for anything in return. And at the same time, offering a help to them. That is to show Israel how Biafrans will be a very formidable ally to them in terms of fight against Islamism, fight against jihadism, and fight against terrorism. It's very, very important. And Nigerians who are here as well, because I looked at some profiles and I see some Nigerians are here. You see, what we are saying is that Nigeria has expired, and we want our nation, a nation that we can build to our own taste, a nation that can be built on truth and not on falsehood. So we are not against you. You can remain your one Nigerianist. It doesn't matter to us. But what we are saying, we are giving you information that can be beneficial to you tomorrow. So whatever you do against our prime minister, you are fighting him, somebody who is trying to save you from terrorists, somebody who is trying to save you from being killed. You are fighting him. Remember, you never know tomorrow. That information he's giving about the terrorists in Nigeria killing people here and there, you may be a victim tomorrow. And that is why we say, if you want us to be part of you, if you want us to continue in that false amalgamation, just tell us one or two reasons that you have as a Nigerian that is propelling you, that you can be so sure of, to convince us that, oh, this is one thing that Nigeria can offer for you, that you feel that is beneficial and we can as well benefit from it. Come and say it to us. We can embrace it. But right now, we can't see any. But we can give you thousands and thousands of reasons why we are exiting Nigeria and we are not coming back. It's very important you understand this as well. And our Prime Minister will continue to do what he feels is right for the Biafran people. And nobody can stop that. And we Biafrans love him for that. No matter the propaganda you carry against him. After all, your propaganda did not start today. 500,000 Irats were also recruited to attack him. All of them are nowhere to be found. So whatever propaganda you carry today, it doesn't move us. And it's not going to move our Prime Minister either. Thank you so much. I yield my mic. Kama is ready. Do you have anything to say before we can share the mic around?
Thank you so much. I'm going to hand over the mic in a minute. But you have said a lot of things. I wish I would just highlight on few of them. But before I do that, let me just acknowledge the people that have raised their hands and give them mic to make their own submission. And I will carry on from there. Our minister, Otumwa Mu Anya. I don't want to miss anything. You can go ahead and make your submission.
Come on, my brother. Good evening. Good evening, great Biafrans, wonderful people. Put a number. You want to take my place? Greetings from my end, great Biafrans, wonderful people. I am greeting you from my end. And I say, may Chukwu Kikabiyama Primi Henine be with all of you and bless you for standing resolute and never give up. I want to congratulate all of you that have been here doing the needful. All of you that have been here from the beginning and you chose the right place, because our leader said, when they are pursuing you, there is something that you are doing. If they're calling you, I think, am I still coming out because the call is coming on my phone? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. All of you that have been doing this, that are here, I want to congratulate all of you because we are on a roundup in this very movement, in this struggle, in this fight for our freedom. We are rounding things up now. For those who know, you know, because we have a date, which is 2nd of December 2024. Our enemies, they will cry. Today they are running kitty kitty kata kata everywhere, seeking for what to do, looking for the nation that will help them to rendition our prime minister. But the man is in the good hand of Elohim, and nobody will see him. There is nothing the enemy will do. We have won this battle. Thank you, Biafrans, for standing resolute, standing strong. If you are in this very movement, you are in for good. If you are outside, you are out for worse. Because when the door is closed, as so far that you are alive and you are a Biafran, you must give account, must, underline statement, you must give account of what you have done so far. Nobody, it is inescapable. People don't know what is coming. They don't know what is coming. That's why I'm here to congratulate all of you that are here. You are on the right path to victory. Your contributions, they have made a lot of impact to this soul restoration of Biafra. Remain resolute. Don't let anything shake you or move you. Focus on what we are here to do, which is bring your ideas and bring what you can offer to this very struggle, this very freedom fighting. We're not here to gossip or fight or look for position. We're here to help restore the kingdom of Elohim in this very face of earth. I yield the mic for now. Dewan.
Ndewo, thank you so much, our able minister. Who is playing this? Much. There's a voice coming out from my own end. I've managed to put it off. I greet everyone again for your doggedness, for your always coming to be part of everything that is happening at this moment, following up step by step without relenting. I say, always pant yourself and thank Chukwu Kikabiyama to counting you worthy to be part of this movement at this moment. The road to freedom is not an easy road, but with Chukwu Okikabiyama on our side, we will go through these valleys and hills, and we will come out the other end with victory. We are already there. That is why there is no looking back. We've passed the Rubicon, and nobody want to look back anymore. We are almost there, just like the minister said. Thank you so much again. I will give the mic to Chukuma to continue with his submission.
Please,
Okay.
before Chukuma, sorry, before you go, please, fellow Biafrans, this space is monopolized though. Our women, I can see a lot of ladies. Please come and air your opinions now, please. Only mouthpiece has spoken. And our women are gallant. When they speak, we see the rage and the fury in them. So please, Sister Stella, I can see you here. Please pick up the mic and speak. Oh, the space is ours. So everybody has time. We have opportunity to make our submissions. What do you think about the Prime Minister's decision? What do you think will be Israel's response? Do you think that Israelis, they welcome this development or not? What are your opinions? What are your thoughts? Because we, the Biafran people, we are so happy for this development. It has brought us to the international stage. At least the Nigerian government now know that we have an ally in Israel. Okay? When they want to invade Biafra land now, they will know that somehow that Israel will respond and we join Biafra to fight against them. So this will make them to subpedal, okay? Any action, any decision they want to take against the Biafran people, when they remember that Israel is behind us, they will now have a rethink. So this is what we are talking about. It's not only for our Prime Minister to make that pledge. He has seen the future. He has seen ahead of Nigeria. And that is why they didn't waste time to call their security meeting. So a lot is on the offing. And that is why I love it when our minister said we should always hit on this point why we are on space. This is just the reason. This is the ample reason why we should talk about it. Because Israel is now, we have now projected Israel to be our ally. Have Israel spoken anything against it? No. And you don't expect them to speak either. We are going to speak our own and as well speak on Israel's behalf. So, fellow Biafrans, it's time to air your opinions. Very, very important. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, thank you. The name is Chukwumaeze. Thank you.
Chukwumaeze, yes.
Yeah, thank you. Before I proceed, just want to encourage everyone. Let's share this space. You understand? The news need to go viral. And also, I want to encourage those one Nigerians. You people too can come up and pick up the mic. You understand? If you are concerned about what we are doing, come here and ask us why we're doing what we are doing. You understand? So that you too can also get delivered. But anyway, I want us to understand something. Like what is going on now is just a shift in diplomatic relation. And if you see, the first attack Nigeria did on Israel was by using the willing tools, the so-called Christian Association of Nigeria, to push away pilgrimage from Israel to Turkey. But Israel don't really care about that. You understand? Then the next one that was the shocker was when the Hamas leader was being interrogated on the Nigeria national news platform. You see, by so doing, Israel wasn't taking that funny anymore. This is like a direct confrontation. You giving like a safe haven to their enemies. You understand? On your own platform. So what happened? That was why the Israeli ambassador had to come to ask them, why are you doing this? You understand? What is your justification behind this? So now our prime minister did what he did. The first distance was to show that support. It is not everybody that will show that kind of support to commit their own people on your soil to help defend your soil. Do you know what that means? That is like an everlasting, that's like a covenant, a bond between you both to show that, listen, we are with you 100%. Not those that will come in your face and laugh with you and go behind you and stab you. So, and if we all know, before Iran did what they did, we can all tell that how did they get their funding? We all know the history. Even our prime minister stressed on it. Now, at the end of the day, Iran is attacking Israel, and all of a sudden, you see French, you see America, you see UK deploying their navy and their jets. And so, isn't it funny and ironical that it is this these brutal colonial masters that are the ones that were the first to respond? And so, Israel need to understand that
Colomenta, call them Colomenta.
everybody, they have a lot of enemies. Even those that claim to be their friends don't really like them like that. You understand? Over here in America, the Jewish people own a large portion of the businesses. They run mostly the economy here. You understand? Maybe they don't like what they are doing, but they have to be forced to. American government might not like what they are doing, but they have to be forced to do what they are doing because of the power the Jewish people hold in this economy. So that's why you see all these two-faced coming out. They will laugh at you in the front and go behind you and just try to stab you. We know the fund that was released by Joe Biden to the Iranian government when they tried to exchange to get release of their citizen that was in the Iranian custody. We know all this. And now you see Iran amass that such money and buy weapons. The amount of missile, the ballistic missile and all that was shooting Israel cost almost about tens of millions of dollars. But the defense system that Israel America, UK, using intercepting all those missiles was over $1.something billion. So what does that tell you? That means for every $10 million Iran shoot at Israel, it takes $1.something billion to defend their airspace. And this kind of fake friendship and fake support and all that cannot continue. Because by the time Iran exhausts the 6 billion they got, when you divide, that means they would have thrown like 60 or more than, they would have carried more than 60,000 operations. So if you are doing the math and you're calculating all this, how sustainable do you think this is? That's why the Israeli government need to come out open and, you understand, recognize that they only have a true friend in their, not just a nation, but their own brother, bounded by similar faith, similar culture, similar religion. To know that the same thing you face is the same thing we are facing. So we cannot be politically correct, you understand, when it comes to right to existence and this jihadism, you understand, that is being carried out. If you notice, if you are very versed with history, you understand, before the declaration of the State of Israel, there wasn't that much terrorism like this. But after the State of Israel was declared, and the people understand that it has come to stay, that's when you see the rise in terrorism started. The same Iran that the West is coming out to condemn is the same Iran that was used to fight the Iraqis. So one thing we need to understand is this continuous political rhetoric cannot continue, because it is making humanity face existential threats, and all this has to change, and it can only change if our brothers and our cousins in Israel come to realize that, listen, you have to fight this thing 100% with those who is with you on 100%, those who will not compromise, those who will not come to be politically correct in front of you and tomorrow go behind you. Okay, look at now. The Hamas, when they attacked Israel on October 7th, initially everybody condemned it. When Israel started retaliating, now it's just like the whole world is against Israel. Like, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing? Children are dying, this and that, dying, that are dying. So the people that died in Israel, those are not humans. Those are just, they are flies, or they are just woods. Like, is that what they are trying to say? The same thing now. When Israel start to retaliate in Iran, they will start turning against Israel. So that's what they need to understand, is a world conspiracy, not just against Israel, but against the children of God, against those direct descendants from God. So Israeli need to understand that, listen, you can only find a true friend in Biafra. And I know Mossad is very sophisticated. You understand? By the time they confirm that the first intel given to them by our prime minister is very legit, and the second one is very legit, and we're even willing to go as far as even committing our own people to fight for them. You understand? Because we understand, you understand, the power of brotherhood and the power to fight for one another. Then I'm sure that they will come to understand that we are a very, very strong ally that they can rely on. You understand? You cannot rely on the UK. As a matter of fact, the problem happening today, if you go back to history, it's all because of the United Kingdom. Back from the days of British Palestine to when the State of Israel was declared, and now today. So they need to understand that they need to stop all these diplomatic distance. Yes, sir. You are facing a lot of threats. You're in the middle of enemies. Yes, sir. So all this will not stop until they find a real, genuine ally that will fight with them 100% without having to compromise. Thank you. I need my mic for now.
Thank you so much, Mazi Chukuma, for that your submission, for that intel that you have given there. Our brother is our brother. we must stand by Israel. We must stand and fight this fight together with them. These people you see, they are not going to stop today. They will continue. They have been fighting Israel from the day Israel was declared a nation, and they will never stop. That's why we have to stand by them. I believe that based on the proclamation of our Prime Minister, a lot are going to change. A lot are going to change. And we will see a different Israel, a different Biafra, coming together, working together as brothers and sisters. Also reaching to other our brothers, not just only in Biafra land, in Ethiopia, in other parts of Africa, coming together to fight against these murderers, these people that hate humanity, and make sure that we defeat them and put them where they belong. Thank you so much for your submission. Before I go to MID, we always say ladies first. Our able sister Stella,
Thank you.
our lioness, she's here.
Good afternoon,
I'm
sir.
giving you my go ahead and do what you know how to do best.
Good
Thank you.
afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, the host, the co-host David and Nana. Come back. MID Bridge, I salute you. Nyeka Chuku, salute you. Chukuma, Otunwamwanya, all the ministers in the house. Brian, I salute you. Chukuma, I salute you. Frank, Mr. Snow. We are many here. Hey, all my brothers and sisters here. Hello, where are you here? Shimon, are you here? I want to go down, 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 down. I salute. Simon Ekpa, Florence, EZ, I salute you. Sonny, I salute you. Dede, I salute you. Is it our own Izu Dede? Ezebina here, I said, we are many here. We are many. If I continue, I won't say anything today. America, I salute you. Our own detective, Christopher, I salute you, sir. I salute everyone. Our information minister, salute you. Salute everyone. Our mouthpiece is here also. Mouthpiece, I salute you. Okay, let's go to the topic because I'm a bit worried. And sorry, you've not had my voice for a while ahead because I went into town to do so many things. But I'm back. So I salute everyone. I hope you guys are good. Okay. And the topic is bridge 15,000 soldiers to IDF is 100%. Israel in Nigeria, attack imminent. Please, yes, so Israelis in Nigeria, please come towards your own cousins. We are cousins and we are not out to, when they say Nigeria is supporting what do you call them, Palestine or Hamas. It's not. We are Biafrans and you Israelis, you are our cousins, you understand. So we can't be supporting your enemies. It's not just possible. Okay. So when you have problem, just come to our side, you'll be covered. Our information minister have also told you guys. So you have any problem, in fact, you can even bring your embassy already, bring it down to Biafra land, and just go away from jihadists, you understand. And so I'm supporting, I'm supporting the bridge, giving our cousin. It's even supposed to be a reflex action. You and your brother, or your cousin, when they have problem, for you to defend them, for you to give them solution, it comes like this. It becomes a reflex action. So it's normal, and I hope they will accept it. And no matter, sometimes also among your brothers, you can also have saboteurs. So that's number one. So whether they appreciate it, I hope they will appreciate. I know the citizens Israeli citizens. I know they will appreciate it. The government is what I don't understand, and I'll soon tell you why. You understand? Now, that's by the way. So let them accept it. It's from our good heart to them as cousins. Okay. Now, another thing is this: I don't understand the chase the world are playing. America is supporting Israel. The same America is supporting Nigeria, giving them ammunition to kill Israeli cousins. You understand? So the double face America is playing there is what I don't understand. Number one. Number two, Britain is supporting Nigeria. Hmm? Supporting Nigeria at the same time supporting Israeli. Okay, but the same Britain has been dealing with Israeli cousins in Nigeria, giving them ammunition. In fact, they hate us with passion. So I don't understand how Britain will be supporting Israel instead of Hamas or Palestine and Iran. Okay, if I'm wrong, you come out and correct me. Okay, that one is another thing. Okay, another chess play they're playing that is making me sad. That's why I said, you know what? I just want Biafran. That's all. Another thing that's making me mad here is what kind of love, please, can somebody tell me? The kind of love Saudi Arabia have with Israel, that they are supporting Israel instead of supporting Iran, that they are fellow Muslim. Because listen, they should stop playing this chase they are playing. Would they tell you that Islamic Shiite and Sunni, that they are different? Islam is Islam. Quran is Quran. You understand? Maybe the ones that they say that are good is because they've not dived into Quran very well. Because as soon as you begin to read Quran very well, you become a monster. You understand? So Saudi Arabia supporting Israel, I don't like it at all. So is it that something is happening here? They are not telling their own people, are telling the whole world this. Is either that their government, Israeli government, has sold out the government without their own people knowing, you understand? Or that the Israeli government and their own people, their citizens, understand the chase Saudi Arabia is playing, you understand? Because they are double face. Saudi Arabia is double face. Britain, double face. America, double face. You understand? So at the end of the day, you see that the real friend or the real brother, the big brother, the Israeli have really, without no strings or strings attached, are we, the Biafrans. You understand? So that is what I understand going on. I don't really too much, I don't too much like the situation because I hate somebody playing on other people's intelligence. Because here now, Saudi Arabia is camouflaging, Britain camouflaging, America camouflaging. You understand? And so poor Israeli, they are putting in the middle of this their sabotage, or their takia they are playing out. I hope their government, our cousins' government, are, not with them. I want their government to be with their own people. This is what I want. And if their government is with their own people, I mean the Israeli government is with their own people, the citizens, then they should now know that the real friend or the real brother they have is only Biafrans, because others are playing. They're playing pranks. They're using takia. And you see all these Islam and the Islamic influenced countries will never come straightforward in anything. They cannot, you cannot trust them. You understand? The only people you can trust is like people like Biafrans. So let's find out. Let's see how it rolls. You understand? So at the end of the day, they should just know what is happening, or I hope, just like America have sold out with Trump, they've sold in with Obama and Biden, they sold out. I hope Israeli government is not doing the same thing. I need Israeli, because they are our cousin. I want to talk to them heart to heart. Make sure that your government is with you people. Because if you are there and your government is also sold out, because you see, these Fulani Islamic jihadis, what they do is to come into you, mingle with you, corrupt you, take over your government. They will just see what is happening in Nigeria or what is happening in America. They will come into you, take over your government, that is, at a particular time, your commissioners, your ministers, your presidents, everything is a jihadist. Meanwhile, your citizens are poor Christians or mixed up, still believing they are using secular, law. Meanwhile, they are slowly turning it into Sharia law. So they should check this thing out. That's all. So at the end of the day, appreciate our government for what their kind gesture. I pray that Israeli will accept it, and that their government should be intact with their citizens. They should have the same goal, the same purpose. I hope they've not sold out to these globalists. That's, because I don't understand why Saudi Arabia is not supporting Iran. Instead, they're supporting Israel. I don't understand that chase. Somebody's using Takia somewhere, because we've now understood how they roll. They all tell lies and Takias. They think I'm with you. Meanwhile, you're not with them. So Israel, please wake up and smell the coffee and know that you don't have anybody. In fact, you're on your own. Find out if your government has also sold out. If you are on your own, if they have not, then you are just on your own in anything going on. The same America that will tell you, hey, I'm supporting you. The same America will go and give them ammunition, give them in Nigeria, they will not carry